I think this is right.
Yeah, we've given away art, we've given away beard products, right now he's giving away stickers. He works for a print company, so
Nice.
yeah, he makes his own shirts, obviously, because
Oh boy. Ding 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 ding. Should just hit in broadcast right now. Screw it. Right. I about did. No.
yeah, that's why you went to the stickers.
Hey, what's up? Sunday. Kevin's playing on his phone.
Sunday. No, I'm looking at
Is
the
that
green.
what day of the week it is?
I think so. You don't know, do you?
No, dude. We've been on the road so long. I just know what time.
See, I
maybe.
brought us up.
Yeah.
We'll start sharing.
Start sharing.
Jana's already on there.
What's everybody doing? I'm Josh, JRB5. This is Kevin. This is Addison Lea Thompson.
What's up?
He's playing tonight at the Barcode. He's finishing up his tour to the Burning Gas
Haulin Ass.
Yes. So yeah, we're honored to have him here. I'm gonna go check out some music on a Sunday, Mother's Day.
I know.
Happy Mother's Day. Somebody wish me Happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, stop it, please. I'm like, I know, but stop it. I did not.
I think it was Santia. She did put some out. All those that because she put your name on all those fathers that are doing both jobs or something like that.
I think it was Miss Just Alex. I think
probably that one too.
Yeah. Thank you, but I'm good. I don't.
Okay, I'm just Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. Get out of here. But yeah, we got a couple stickers we're gonna give away. Get that chat just a popping. I got my kitty riding a dragon stickers, and then Luchador holographic sticker 1 through 500. We've got a number written down here. We're ahead of the game today. Look at that.
So I still need to do the artwork of a pirate riding I can't remember what you said that one day. Pirate riding a shark while chasing a guppy or something.
I don't know. We've got the upside down shark you see over there. That thing's been a nightmare. That was Kevin Stark. It was supposed to be a group thing at the last comp.
Yeah.
November last year. And nobody jumped in. I was running around frantically, so I did not get the chance
I
to
actually
jump
painted
in.
something else on there, and then when I realized I was the only one painting, I said, "Screw that."
Yeah.
Wait, somebody running around frantically at a comp? That's never happened in the history of bearding.
No, never. But yeah, it was. It went pretty good for what it was. But this thing's set here since then, and I just haven't felt it. Yeah. I think somebody was feeling it, but I'm not. I'm like, yeah, I gotta.
Well, I'm the one that painted it.
I know, but we've talked about finishing it on here, and I'm just like, yeah. So I think we're gonna do a ram skull. I've got some references I was gonna pull up.
So we'll show you how to redo. We've redone a few pieces here anyway. So
it's kind of like those horns, the long, swoopy horns. I think we'll do it kind of like.
And I really don't have any art news out there. Erin Horton's doing an art show over at the art school. And she's going through the end of the month. And on Saturday, she's open from 2 to 5. Or you can call them up and do it by appointment only. But 3/4 of her art all has the little red dot sold on them. So she's doing well on that.
Yeah. Get that chat a popping 1 through 500. Get a couple stickers. Yeah.
And then you go to the
I hit the
art smoker or whatever you call that thing.
The art mixer. It was
I meant to go, but I was just so tired by the time I came around.
There was the back section, behind the stage, which I didn't know that's where everybody was congregating. So I just thought it was
the little green room back there.
Yeah, I thought that was, like the the dancers and the flow artists, whatever. So I didn't, I wasn't about ready to go barging in there. And so me and the kids sat down and watched, and she was like, "That's cool," but she's like, I'd fall so bad. And, they're up there doing that thing. I'm like, I would too, man. My ass ain't getting up on there. I'm good.
Yeah, it's the Flow Foundry people. They do that spinning stuff on.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
They're cool as hell.
I'm not coordinated enough to even think about how to do that, much less attempt it.
Yeah, aerialist, right? Is that what they?
Yeah, something
like to some extent, but it was neat. But then they, did the little chat on stage. A couple people talked, and so there's about five or eight people coming.
And then you realize it was behind the stage, huh?
Yeah, but it was. William didn't make it. Stephanie didn't make it. None of the normal crew made it.
Well, I've never been to one, so.
Andres showed up to the last one, but like I said, I went. I made the appearance, and then I had to get home and take care of some business. Had a project that's been doomed all week. I'm just on the third version of trying to fix it, and it's like,
I won't even ask.
yeah.
I've been on a manic spree right now. I've done like seven pieces in about 2 days.
What's up, Joshua Ricks? How you doing? Tuning in from YouTube. Good guess.
You can guess as many. He already knows.
He knows the routine.
Is that the normal MO with this? Is they just carpet bomb it with numbers?
Yeah. Get the free shit, and Big Sexy. We used to do giveaways on that, but again, we got the shipping and stuff, and with they
just everything's gone up. So since everything's gone up,
it's expensive, and I didn't want to put any more in the red than what we.
It's kind of like what I was saying before. I used to buy new things for this, and so did he all the time. New whatever for shows constantly. Now we're refurbishing a lot of stuff because all these things went up like $3 to $5 per.
Catch them on sale.
But... I know, because I used to buy them bulk, but that was when I could buy them like $5 a piece, $6 a piece, $10 a piece, and now the $10 ones are like $15 a piece. So now it's like, I understand prices going up, but $5 overnight, come on.
Yeah,
that's why we looked out, hooking up with Josh on the shirts, because our old shirt guy's prices went up Curtis? So much. It's like, dude, we're a band out here trying to make a living. I can't be paying your prices.
Yeah.
And he does a really good job because he's done shirts for me.
Yeah.
That was a dilemma. The Porch Pirates pooched that one.
Is that the one?
Pooched that one
up.
I
remember that.
I was trying to get him to him in Texas, but like I said, I almost paid $150 each package, overnighted him to Texas so you could have him Saturday. But I'm like, okay. Then if something goes wrong, if I just send it to Idaho?
Yeah, Idaho. I went to the opener's house.
Yeah. So I think we had a couple more days to play with, and then obviously not $150 each package.
Oh, dude, it was awesome too, because like my wife and our tour manager are like sitting there in the venue while we're like finishing sound check, and they're like wrapping them up and like, I think that's a small. Throw that there.
Yeah, I know it went south, but
hey, we got them.
When you're on tour and you're expecting a package, you're just happy to get the package when you're supposed to get it.
Yeah, I was like, this could go so wrong.
It never fails that you leave and then it arrives.
Yeah.
And you're like, and then now they got to forward it to the next venue or two out.
So we just had to where our steel player, he's blind, and I was a dumbass. I was shutting the van door and his cane was still sticking out. It snapped it.
Oh no!
And I'm like, oh god, like he kind of needs that. So we're like, we could get a cane shipped on the road, but like you're saying, you leave the town, it shows up 2 days later. Yeah. And props to the Nebraska Commission for the Blind. We called those guys up and they're like, yeah, just mail us a check for $25 and we'll leave it at the hotel.
Nice.
Like, okay, cool.
Nice. You have that everywhere because you can do that in Wichita too. We have our Envision people here in Wichita.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty awesome. I just always think of Road Trip? That's a great movie.
It's definitely been one of those tours.
Yep. Doing good. Awesome. But before we get too much further, let's give a shout out to Talking Beards Network, letting us broadcast on there since 2021. And Big Sexy Beard Brand letting us use their StreamYard. And of course, you're an ambassador, right?
What's that?
You're an ambassador for.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. What? Honky Tonk
20? Honky Tonk Select. Honky Tonk 20 will get you.
Yep.
Big old thing of honky tonk
Are
select.
you part of the big sexy too?
I am, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm behind the power curve here.
Yeah, I got Sex Pop 5 JRB 520. Either one save you 20%. Use his though. I mean, I got one this month. That was it.
I'm gonna say anything from Big Sexy Beer.
Yeah, exactly. Just buy. I get a lot of people when I had it here. They want it right there. They don't want to purchase it. I'm like,
I still have some.
it's so much easier.
I did keep the last ones you gave me because I already gave me some and I thought they were giveaways, so I gave them away to someone else. He goes, "No, man, you're supposed to keep those."
Yeah.
I'm so used to giving stuff away when I get stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Curtis, if you're still there, we're doing a giveaway for some stickers. I got 2 stickers here. This is like a dragon with a kitty riding him. That was a fun one.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of the print was a birthday present for a young man, and these were just some old designs that I threw on some hollow just to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do.
I want to. I think I'm gonna
You're
make my
doing
next
this one
album cover a
Are you doing this one
dragon
too?
with a kitty riding it.
Huh?
Which ones you doing? Just those 2?
Just those 2, yeah.
Okay.
That one's already claimed by
Oh,
Jesse
From the
Taylor.
others from the other day. Yeah.
Jesse Taylor.
We just need to catch him when he's playing again. I know it's soon. I'm sure.
Yeah, he chimed in defending old Ringo Starr last night. We talked on the podcast last night. We talked beef. I love beef tracks, diss tracks, and I love all the stories, I mean, some of them are just total bullshit, fake, made up just for promotion, but some of them are, and you can usually tell.
Yeah.
You can usually tell.
Yeah.
And we nixed Eminem because, obviously.
Everybody hates him.
Yeah.
He's got the Machine Gun Kelly thing going on now or something.
Well, it's already done deal, but that was for
That
promotional.
was, like
that was the promotional tool.
I know.
When that happened, the Comancheros out of Missouri, I'm homies with them, and we were talking about it, and they're like, we should totally like stage this big falling out between each other and do this exact same thing.
Stage an actual bar fight up on stage.
I was
tables.
opening for them all the time. I was like, dude, I'll just walk up to the front stage, throw a beer can at your head or something, kick it off. Let's do this.
Some good guesses. Nobody's got it yet. The way we play is what closest without going over. Price is Right rules. And we'll make the announcement of who won at about 15 till.
Or when we get close to the end.
Yeah, 15 till. 15 till. I'm going to start painting. I'm so sick of looking at this upside down shark now.
Upside down.
Upside down. So we'll play musical chairs real quick.
Yeah, and you can talk more about your band and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And
stories from the road that,
God,
that
trying to forget.
you don't want anybody back home to hear.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, because it just gets you a little closer to the mic is all. And then
Stories from the road. Yeah, you start telling half this stuff, they'll have me
and then
instituted.
that way we're not. And the fact that you're a honky tonk band, that just right there.
Yeah, it's not a question of if we're doing something that we shouldn't be.
Come on, if you ever watch Every Which Way But Loose from Clint Eastwood, then you got it. It's all like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That or a Roadhouse, got the chicken wire stage.
Oh, dude,
I'm thinking more like Porky's, to be honest with you.
I was in South Missouri one time, and we were doing like a power duo show, and we get done with the show, and I won't say who kind of was the catalyst for it, but all of a sudden, me and my guitar player, who are sitting at a table with all these guys, like a full-on barroom riot breaks out. It's like half the bar versus the other half. He gets pushed out in the parking lot when they're like, the bouncers are like trying to clear people out. I'm stuck inside. They like lock me in. I'm like, dude, like my trailer and my guitar player are out there. I need to get out there. I finally weasel my way out back. I come to the trailer. My guitar player is squatted in it with like a amp mic stand as a baseball bat. He's just like looking like this.
You about get swung on, you stick your head in.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't know what to do, but no one was getting in the trailer, man.
That's funny. Yeah, there's all kinds of.
Oh God, yeah. Drunk people yelling "Freebird" or
I don't care what band you are, if it's rock or country. I don't hear it at the rap ones too often, but the Freebird always comes out.
Oh, dude, it always does. Or if you're in like my scene, it's inevitably you're going to end up in like a sports bar somewhere, and it's going to be like all the posters and everything will have something about original honky tonk music from Texas or Montana or whatever. And inevitably, some drunk lady in her 30s is going to be like, "Play Shania Twain." It's like, Dude,
Mutt Lange ruined country music. End of story.
Or you should just learn Red Solo Cup.
Yeah. Or what's the new one now?
I have no clue.
I forget them as soon as people bring them up. I'll
Yeah.
listen to about 10 seconds and be like, yeah, not my cup of tea. But
The kid was, I can't think of the guy, but she was going crazy over him.
No.
I tried not to dog him too much. I'm like, this is horrible, kid.
yeah,
This is horrible.
yeah, that's why we stick in the honky tonk lane, because it's like we can play what we want.
That's kind of like my band's in my band.
My bone. My bone.
He's got that Eminem, what, D12, whatever they're called. G12, 3, whatever, 12, whatever.
D187.
Whatever they're called. But that's, punk. That's what we just do what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what is punk. It's kind of like what's honky tonk.
Yeah, that's why I fell in love with like the red dirt honky tonk scene. Is like I grew up on rock and roll, but I grew up on old school country, and I grew up on metal. And we got a song we're gonna do tonight, Custer, and it's a borderline punk rock song.
Yeah,
and we can get away with it.
Yeah, we literally got one that we kind of through a country, so it turns out to be a little bit like rockabilly for us.
Nice.
And I love it. So maybe one of these days. We're still got a ways to go. We only got 5 songs, so we want to get about 7 before we play out.
Nice.
And I refuse to do covers.
See, and that's the one I think difference between like the punk scene and the country scene is like punk bands will get like barely a set list together, and then y'all are like, let's go do it, let's play live. Country bands will sit in a garage for 3 years, fine tuning stuff. Like, not yet, no, not yet. We can't do it.
They're kind of pulling it. I don't know if they're watching or not, but they're kind of pulling that on me right now, because when the other band, we had like 3 songs.
Yeah.
And we have these open jams. So open jams, that's what they're for. They're for practicing.
Yeah.
And we wrote one. I didn't even have all the vocals down. All I had was Dragons and Titties, which is one of our signature. It was off of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And
that's all I said for like the 2 minutes that we did the song.
Okay.
And now we got it written out, and it's a full-blown song. But we were doing open jams, and that's what I keep telling them. Well, I don't want to do it like we did with, I'm like, dude, these were open jams. These are just for practice.
Yeah.
Because, we had probably several open jams, and a lot of people were like, man, when you're doing those open jams, we weren't sure about you guys. Oh, yeah, we were using them to practice and fine-tune our sound.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but that is true. We write a song, and then we play it that night at a show.
Yep. Leave it to punk bands. They've always had me in awe of like, wow, like I'd get murdered if I tried that right now.
In fact, our first show, we weren't even supposed to play it. I told the bar owner that the band said it was okay, we played. And I told the band who I was friends with anyway, I said, but hey, the bar owner said we could open for you guys. So I just played them off each other.
Oh, nice.
So our first show, we just showed up and started playing. And I said, oh, no, they said it was okay. And then, they said it was okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that was our first show, man. It was like, all right.
I think it was my producer that told me one time, he's like, if I could teach you anything about this business, it's that it's all smoke and mirrors. Everyone's full of shit. Now, whether it's for good or bad, you got to figure that out. But
and it's all about showing a confidence. Even if you have a show that's just totally falling apart, you just, hey, that's part of the act.
Yeah, exactly.
Finish it.
Just finish it.
Oh, it was like we had a pretty decently sized show in Bozeman on this tour, and it's a bigger stage, so they had the haze machine going, and the lights are all red, and the walk-up songs playing, and the band's up there. And I get up there, and I put my acoustic on, strap blows, guitar hits the stage before we even start the first song. You just got to play it off like, yeah, I totally meant to drop this Taylor that cost more than my rent.
Yeah.
Well, some good guesses. Keep guessing, everybody. Everybody's within 500.
I'm shining in.
People are probably getting sick of that, but I don't care.
Was that the normal joke? Everyone's within 500.
Yeah, 1 through 500. Because we don't even give hints really. You either get it or you don't, because you can drop. Because we've had some people get on there, go 1, 2, 3, 4,
just start working their way up.
And it has to do with the algorithms. That's where he's going to do it.
They want that sticker really bad. I don't blame them.
Yeah. All you gotta do is guess. I'll even pay the shipping.
I'm gonna start doing that at shows if people want free merch. Guess a number between 1 and 500.
Have a
go like the
envelope.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I was hitting it hard. And, getting a little steam with it, but I want to create paintings, not content, you know. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, so I get so burnt out and hit the wall and with TikTok, and so I mean, I was trying to get SEOs and trying to, I was putting hours into making content, and I'm like, fuck, I could have been painting,
Yeah, because
I get caught in this,
all these people like, I'm a content, blah blah blah, and I'm like, whatever, man.
Dude, I had that issue with TikTok where that's a weird platform for me because I just got on it because I was like, no one's paying attention to this, and then it started blowing up.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh crap, and I had like the urge to like, okay, I got to start making content for my followers, and then finally one day, one of my bandmates is like, what are you doing? We're musicians. It's like, well, quit worrying about the content. We need to be booking tours, dude.
Yeah.
Just take a bit of your band and just shove it on there, and that's it.
And that's basically what we do.
One of his biggest ones that got hit was he was burning stuff in a chimney.
No kidding.
I was starting my coal with the chimney.
Yeah.
Chimney.
Yeah.
I was like, does anybody ever use this? Because everybody uses lighter fluid anymore, I thought. And then, like viral, 16 million views or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, why can't you like my art? Because that was what the rest of the was.
They did like your art. They banned the nude Martian you had.
Yeah.
He had this green Martian. They got girls up there showing everything, and he's got this green Martian that shows a boob, and it got banned.
It's such a weird platform, dude. Like, all of mine that blow up are like these beer or whiskey fueled like rants in my shop, and those will just go viral. And like my parents are even getting a hold of me going, so and so showed me this, and
like, oh gee,
then I'll post like a 30-second clip of us just murdering it on a nice stage, and people are like, yeah, no.
Yeah. It's certainly a different game with that, but I don't really want nothing to do with it's search engine now.
And it's definitely the game for the younger generation because they're growing up with it, so it's just natural.
It is.
Where if we're
kind of like how like my generation came up on like MySpace and Facebook,
and mine had none of that. And one of our younger people at work, she lost her phone. I was just like, here, take mine. What are you gonna do with yours? I grew up without a phone.
Yeah.
I've only had this since I was like 30 or something, or whatever. Not even that. And it was a flip phone too,
And that's the thing. I think my generation's like probably going to be the last one that remembers like a landline. But and you being on the phone with like a friend, and then if you had two in the house, your sibling getting on and being like, "You're an idiot," and like hanging up real quick.
I used to get on mine. We actually had a landline that was a party line. So four people from different places get on it. I remember you'd pick it up and you just listen to the conversation for a little bit. But you're like, okay, I need to stop heavy breathing. I need to
what's grandma talking to mom about today?
Stuff like that. Now, the bad side is there's no emergency dial out on that. I remember my dad had a stroke. And this one girl the same age as me was talking to a friend on there. And I said, hey, this is emergency. Can you get off real quick? You can get back on in a few minutes. She wouldn't get off.
No kidding.
Because I thought, we really didn't like each other. It was that, 13-year-old crap. And I finally get on there and just rip into her. And she gets all mad and hangs up. And I'm like, so I had to call the fire department. It was like 20 miles away. And I had to drive too. My mom was a nurse, so she was taking care of it. It was rather interesting. I had an old Impala station wagon.
Okay, yeah.
Still had that big 450s big block in it.
Yeah.
I had that buried. It only went 120, but that thing was buried, so I know it was going past it. I've never. I was just. And you're out in the country where there's like maybe one stop sign, and I didn't even slow down for the stop sign. I look because it's wide open. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
My mom was like, thanks for driving so fast, but don't you ever drive that fast again.
Yeah, okay.
I saved your life, Mom.
That was Dad, actually, but
But it's funny how technology has changed. We were talking the other day going down the road in the van, like the current generation, these kids will never know the gut-wrenching fear of a commercial break coming on, and you're like halfway doing your business in the bathroom and you hear your sibling go, "It's on!"
Pinch and squeeze,
bombing over furniture. I can't miss this opening scene to Scooby-Doo, damn it.
Because nowadays you can just pause it or do whatever.
Yeah.
That was always the okay, who wants a Pepsi or who wants some chips or who wants that's back on.
She's like, oh God.
Because you can't record it. You can't do anything.
I still don't know what the first 20 minutes of Forrest Gump is like because every damn time I think I had enough time to go do something.
That was a weird movie. Like I said, I loved it and I still loved it, but
Yeah.
I watched it after I hadn't watched it in a while.
Yeah, and
as I was old, you know, I'm like, holy shit, you know, where he gets his name from.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a few of those out there that like I was hanging out at a buddy's house and he's got a couple of younger kids and he put on some like old Disney movies while we're just like sitting there drinking a couple beers. And I didn't realize the amount of adult humor just stashed in old Disney movies.
You gotta keep it.
One of my all-time favorites is the old Pink Panther, the live-action Pink Panther ones.
Yeah.
They did not age well.
No.
But I loved it. It was like Kato and when they would jump and ambush him and stuff. And I remember watching it with my son. And my son's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe how stupid this is now." Yeah. But it was, you know, it was the bomb back then. It's like, let alone black and white.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch any black and white.
What was it we were watching? I think he had like Hercules on, and it's like where they're talking to like the fates, like the fortune tellers, and she leans in. She's like, "Indoor plumbing, it's gonna be big." And as an adult, I'm like laughing my ass off, and as a kid, I probably sat there and was like, "Oh, what you mean by that?"
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't even fathom what it'd be because we're basically talking with Star Trek stuff now.
Oh yeah, that's my grandmother's 85.
You know,
and
I'm surprised we don't have teleportation machines. But the downside, we got to go through the fly first.
Yeah. God, teleportation would make touring so much more easy. Oh, that would be great.
I know, but we got to go through the fly first. We haven't done the fly that I'm aware of. We have not done the fly.
Everything's been done.
But here's the thing: if you had teleportation in the music industry, someone in the band would still be 20 minutes late to load it. Yeah, somebody still would.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I caught traffic in the ether that I had to go. No, you didn't. You were drinking beer.
Oh, we're probably going to end more like Futurama in the tubes.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's funny. My grandmother's 85, and I was asking her on her 85th. I was like, "What's the biggest change you've seen? Because you've seen World War II, the Cold War, the ass end of the Depression, you know, all this stuff." And she literally picked up her cell phone. She's like, "This." And I was like, "Really?" She's like, "If you had put this in front of me when I was a little girl, I would have thought it was something from outer space."
Well, it's a computer in your hand now. I mean, you do everything on it.
Oh, God. I don't even know why I bring my laptop on the road anymore because half the time I'm doing everything from my phone.
Yeah, I have there's a local guy. He recorded his newest album, everything off of an old BlackBerry.
Yeah.
And it sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bluegrass, bluegrass doomy kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Really, really, you know, and it's phenomenal music, but he did it all on a BlackBerry.
That's cool, dude.
And it sounds great. So I'm like,
well, and I know like there's a guy that's really blown up over the past like year and a half on the like Red Dirt scene, Zach Bryan. And Zach's, I want to say his first EP he did on his iPhone and just like figured out how far to stand back and how loud to play and how loud to sing. So it's not really mixed. It's not mastered. He just recorded it on his freaking iPhone.
Well, and that's what's so I think it's great that can happen because now we can find some true talent that can't afford
to
hit the studio.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we're getting people with, okay, you should probably practice a little more before you start putting this stuff out.
Oh, coming from the punk guy. Come on.
I was going to say, coming from punk bands that have 2 practices and they're like, yeah, we're going to do a gig,
World
man.
tour.
But we're not recording though until we got it down.
So we were
performing.
having this conversation in the band the other day, which is social media a curse or a blessing for the music industry. And I think the consensus was it's like a blessing in the sense that you can get your name out so much more quicker if you know how to market.
Yeah.
The downside is you get, and nothing against anybody that wants to be a musician, you know, follow your dreams, but you'll get, you know, content creators that blow up overnight and they don't have a lick of road seasoning to them.
Yeah.
And they're getting out there and they're, we were talking about one specific guy that my bass player knows that he blew up and he's like, dude, his tour manager says he's a nightmare because he hasn't done like what we're doing, it roughing it in the van, it breaks down, somebody find a mechanic. He went straight to tour bus.
And he's being a diva about it.
not only it's just he doesn't know it.
Wow.
It's not. I don't think he's being a diva because that's his personality. It's just all he's thinking is the Rolling Stones, and he's never had to rough it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
'cause
the
even the Rolling Stones were running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see some of those younger acts that just, Justin Bieber is a prime example.
Oh yeah.
He was an internet sensation, and now he's whatever. Can't stand him, but it's just not my. But boy, he packs the houses.
He does, and that's the thing. As much as I think that's a fun conversation to have as far as like guys like us that have been in bands, but at the end of the day, those guys are making way more money than my outfit.
Yeah.
So
Like him or love him or hate him.
yeah, exactly.
Oh God, I can't read any of this stuff. I'm so blind. Keep on guessing. We got some good guesses. A couple of them were really close.
Oh shoot, Joe.
Actually, one.
Yeah, well, damn, that one actually was. Oh, wait a minute.
That one.
That might be pretty close. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty close.
But like I said, we still got time. So.
Got time to get it on the head.
Well, you're on a roll there, man. I'll just let you keep painting.
Yeah, no kidding.
It happens sometimes when you got the vision, you just keep going. Because I've done that before. That flying monkey one I did, I just had to get it. Did that one sell? We sold that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like
Weird drunk guy.
Yeah, that's right. At that
Professor came on last night
at the Professor Meets.
to fill in for Alex.
Yeah, we did an EDM show where we sold some art and did some art.
That next show, they got the cops called on them because their system was, I think, 221s is what he was saying.
Jesus.
The thing was it was even louder than the one we didn't attend, but the one we attended was.
Yeah, it was loud.
Jesus.
I was outside and still getting vibrated. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was.
That's gonna be a nightmare to just have next to you on stage. I mean, that's brain rattling. Good God.
Well, what I didn't, they don't.
That's
I
EDM
figured
though.
Yeah.
there would be like a little intermission. I mean, it wasn't. It was like 4 or 5 hours of just song. I mean, the DJs just switched out real quick. There was like 2 or 3.
There was only really one big pause between them. The rest of them had no pause.
Well, I don't think that was because. That was because anything that was intentional.
No, the pause came because I don't know what happened, but
those guys got it as far as their. I mean, not saying that their job's not hard; they're still performing, but those guys got it easy as far as their changeovers. Because like our world, like as far as like with a band, you got to get all the gear off the stage, or reset the back line or whatever. And with them, it's probably just a laptop and their board they got to switch over.
right. The thing that I've learned though, because usually they don't have to rush because the other guy can come up and sit right next to them.
Yep.
But if you have an EDM guy with DJ, and then they're rotating from EDM to a live band, that's when they hold you up because they don't have to rush to get on and off because a lot of times when the one guy's playing, the other guy just comes up and starts setting up as he's still playing. Well, when they set up a DJ and then a band, then a DJ and a band. Or maybe it was the other way around.
Yeah.
And then so it slowed things up because the band's like, bam, getting our stuff on.
Yeah.
And let's get playing. But the DJ's like, oh, I got time. And it's like, no, dude, you actually don't.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you get out of the way. The drummer's getting ready to start making some noise, fool.
And don't get me wrong, it still worked out, but I think they didn't take that into account when they set it up.
Yeah.
It's like, and these guys are all DJs I know, and they're really good DJs. I've seen them grow, and it was just like, yeah.
Well,
Live bands know the moment you play that last note.
Yeah.
Once that guy turns you guys stuff off, you're off the stage.
Oh,
and literally, you just get everything off the stage.
And if you want to see the definition of hostility, it's a band that's ready to go on stage, and the other one's taking their sweet time pulling their gear.
That happened to us once. This band took about 45 minutes to get off stage.
Oh.
And it was right after COVID, and they finally released it where everybody could play. So we were like a last second thing. We had I won't say who the band is, but we had an acoustic friend who I'm real good friends with. Your boy Thompson, and Thomas. I mean, you're Thompson.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of this.
And this other band, and it was a keyboardist, and he's like, "I've been doing this for 50 years." Okay, I was like, "Dude, why?" Okay, you've been doing it for. Then you know how to get off stage.
Yeah, it's like then get your ass.
So I wasn't in a panic because I also knew that we had a 20-minute set. Boy, we didn't even get to finish our 20-minute set because he took so long. Finally, I was just like, okay, why aren't you out? You get off the stage.
Uh,
And that's one of those. It's too bad because the other two guys, the drummer and the guitarist, were off stage quick. But
Yeah.
he's up there because he had like 4 keyboards. So I'm like, dude, all you have to do is pick that whole rack up and set it off to the side.
mhm.
Because nothing worse too when you start setting up. You don't want to set up until those guys have got all their stuff off the stage, or at least out of the way.
At least out of the way, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's why I really like festivals when you show up. Because the other thing is, if you do certain festivals or like multi-band lineups and it's one stage access, then you got guys trying to get their gear on stage, guys trying to get it off. I really like the ones we play where it's like, that's the load out stairs, those are the load in stairs. It's like, oh, easy night, sweet.
well, even where you're at now, you can either load out in the back or you can just load out in the front real quick.
Yeah.
And there's 2 sides of the stages. So it's like, okay, we'll load out over here and we'll load out over here.
What's up, Kyle? Did you already get Kyle popped up there?
Is he the one that said, what's up?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been popping anybody up
He ain't
there.
popping anybody up.
But
a lot of good guesses I see. Keep guessing. A couple stickers.
But I'll see what I can mess up on your piece.
It's our piece, Kevin. Jeez Louise.
Huh?
It's our piece.
I know. I'm going to change it into a bat now.
Where did it?
Huh?
The other one we just finished. What was it?
I don't know what where is it?
I don't know. We gotta sign
it's
it
right there.
Yeah. Put it back to its original spot.
Should I add another cup of coffee cup since I sent it?
God, stay away from the coffee cup. Kevin. Jesus.
It just looked like it needed a coffee
It
cup.
looked like it needed a coffee cup. We just rolled with it. But yeah. So, like I said, we got the barcode after this.
Barcode.
Gonna head out. You gonna go check it out too, Mr. Kevin?
Yeah.
God bless your ears.
Dude, I'm 29 years in the military. I'm still,
Yeah, exactly.
How many albums you got? I've been listening to
Oh, God.
3 or 4 on Spotify, right?
I was going to say, we got the Western Sky EP, and then we're up to 3 full-length LPs, and then we've got another one that'll be coming out soon. I can't say when yet, but there's another one coming out very, very soon.
Yeah. Somewhere. There, it's got a freshie. There's more over there.
Yeah, I know that. You have a silver.
Improvise.
Okay, I'll put silver on it.
Improvise. So I got like 5 questions that I stole from. I think I can't remember who I stole it from, but I don't think you can copyright questions. So,
Not to my knowledge.
I don't
And if
think
not,
so.
I don't care.
so but if not music, what would you be doing?
Ranching. I come from the ag industry, so I'd be cowboying probably.
Yeah. You got to play. I mean, you still do it.
Yeah, there's a family operation where I grew up that I help out with, and I've got buddies that will give me a call every now and then. Hey, we're doing this if you're not working.
Yeah. In the off season, is there an off season for you?
No,
musically.
No, there's not. It
No.
just goes. We slow down a little bit in the winter, but then once about March rolls around and festival season pops up, it's go, and then we slow down again in about the holiday season, and it just fires right back up with the winter stuff.
Yeah, I know you're due home tomorrow, and you said you're starting another. You got some solo shows.
Stuff. Yeah, I get home tomorrow. I've got an administrative day at my house on Tuesday, and then I think Thursday I'm back in the van by myself. Yeah. So definitely stay on the move. But this will be easy because it's all around Texas, so most of these I'll be able to go to my own house after the show.
At the show.
Yeah.
That's always nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle a solo show.
Dude, they're nerve wracking. I definitely prefer the band because if you screw up in a solo show, it's all you.
Yeah.
If I screw up at a full band show, I can like give someone an ugly look and make the crowd think, "Oh, it was the bass player."
Yeah, I've had members look at me too when I'm singing sometimes, and I'll even be on time, but maybe they started something late.
Yeah.
But I'm
Keep
also
guessing.
very noticed.
Keep guessing, Kyle.
I'm very noticeable as the lead vocalist. Though,
Yep.
So it's like, damn it.
I forget what show it was on this tour that I screwed up on a lyric, and I was like, I immediately cut my bass player a dirty look who doesn't even sing in the band. After I was like, that looks so stupid.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like I said, then what was your biggest splurge whenever you came into a little bit of money, anything, whatever?
Shoot, that would require us to make money.
Not necessarily musically, but tax refund.
I would say Ooh, that's a hard one because I've got a couple of hobbies that my wife has cut me off from buying stuff for.
Are you a guitar buyer?
Oh, I'm a guitar buyer. I'm a gun buyer.
I was
I'm
gonna
a
say, I think
fly
he's a
rod
gun buyer.
buyer. I'd say the biggest splurge is our new mixer that we have for the band. We could totally keep doing, analog and just sucking it up. But I got a pretty nice paycheck from a contract job doing some cowboying work. And I immediately turned around and called a buddy of mine at the sound tech. And I'm like, I want something that works for a bar or a friggin' 10,000 person arena.
Yeah.
So we got the badass console with the iPad, and we can run a Snake. We can run in-ears. We can do our mixes.
Is that what you're doing tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's talked about,
Oh, yeah. No,
That's
that's
good.
what we're going to run. So
Yeah.
that was my biggest splurge.
Their next bar's got
That's an
decent setup,
investment.
but this one they've just had some problems with it. So
That's what I told my wife. She's like, why don't we get caught up on bills? No, it's an investment for the business, baby.
I'm glad you're adding a base layer of blue, Kevin. Jesus.
you don't have any gray.
We give each other shit the whole time.
It's layer,
That's what
you put yellow over, it'll turn green. You put
One thing I remember from art class when I was a kid, you mix enough colors together, it's going to look ugly
I'm just
gray
trying
at
to
some
co-
point.
I'm just trying to cover up the
goddamn shark boy.
yeah.
Shark dog. Yeah, he's tormenting. Yeah, that thing. Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do on your day off?
On my day off, well, if it's right after a tour, it's grab a 6-pack and fall asleep in my recliner. But no, on our day off, I'm a big outdoorsman, so usually fishing or going on a hike with my wife or something like that.
Yeah. She usually go on tour with you? You said she was kind of...
Yeah, she tries to as much as she can, but, we've got separate careers, and she's in school right now, so she did a week with us in the middle of this one, which was nice to have her on the road, but then she had to skedaddle on back home and deal with her stuff, so...
And then what? Jake's your road manager, right?
Yeah, Allstate
Jake,
Farm.
yeah.
Yep, he's the.
I was shocked for that one, but
dude.
I was like, what?
Dude, and it like put his feet to the fire right out of the gate. It was originally like, hey, dude, we're going on the road for like this weekend run. You want to come sell our merch? He's like, yeah. All of a sudden, he's driving this crappy RV that I co-own that like the muffler fell off on 17 in the middle of Arizona, and he's like running security. He's got no sleep, and we got done. He's like, that was a lot of fun. And I'm like, oh crap, you think this is fun? This is gonna work out great.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd stick with you to come up Kansas, but
yeah, dude, he does a great job though, man. He makes stuff happen, and it's also nice because you know how it goes, and from being in bands, sometimes you're not in the safest of establishments.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice having a 6'2" gorilla as your tour manager, where you can be like, hey, come talk to this guy real quick.
Never got any tours. I think that would, I don't know. With the bands, I was in 2 bands.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would have liked touring with them. The first band, it was excessive of a lot of things, a lot of a lot of fun things.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
I mean, this was 20 years ago,
Yeah.
so I was a kid. And the second one, they like to drink, and then so I quit drinking, so that made it kind of annoying.
Yeah,
especially when we had to cancel shows or not cancel shows. We're all there, but we're going on without a drummer because so and so went home,
passed out, drunk or whatever.
And I'm like, well, you're going on without a frontman too.
Yeah,
later
exactly.
I'm going home, go to bed.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And whether you're touring or a local act, it's like, don't get me wrong, I love to have a couple of beers at the show, but I definitely like right out of the gate when I first started my career, got a little notorious.
Yeah, I think that's
really tying one on every show. I had to slow it down big time.
Yeah, you find out if they can handle touring. That's the reason I did it with us, the other band, the first band, second band actually. Just do a short 2-3 day tour. You can tell real quick who can.
Oh yeah,
who can. And that's when after we came back from that short tour, that's when the other guy, the lead guitarist, started having issues. So it's just like,
I think we've been roading it long enough. I think I can safely say you pretty much, if you get some fresh meat in the outfit, you can tell within about, like you said, 2 or 3 days if they're cut out for it or not. Yeah. Well, it's just a weird way to exist for an extended period of time. It's get up early, all cram in a vehicle, drive 8 hours.
I just want to grab a whole bunch of retired military guys because we're used to that shit.
Yeah. Get to the show. Guess what? There's 3 people in the crowd, and the venue owner lied to you. You're not making this much money.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get back in the tin can and all pile in one room at a Motel 6.
Yeah.
Because that's what we can afford, and do it all over again the next morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'd never made it. I would have probably enjoyed it to some extent.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, it's like anything. You have good days and bad days. I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, yeah, our current tour every day was awesome. No, there were definitely a couple of days where it was like, nobody in this van talk to me right now.
Well, and I'm sure you're at a point now where this is your last show. You're ready to head home.
Yeah.
But give it a week or two. You're like, man, I need to get back on the
Oh,
road.
yeah. It takes about like a week and a half. My wife's like, go book some shows. I'm sick of you.
Well, he's not even giving it that. Like I said, you got one. You got a show Monday?
No, I think I got like 8 days off, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to think about that there. I think it's actually 8 days I got off. But either way, I start going stir.
That's anticipation of your wife going, get the hell out of
Yeah,
there.
exactly, right?
Hey, honey, give me one more night and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So, what was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on stage?
Oh,
Most embarrassing moment on stage.
I can tell this story now because I've had the come to Jesus meeting with the venue. So I can tell it now. There's I'll keep them anonymous, but there's a venue that really helped me break into a market that we do very well in. The owners are wonderful people. And I went through a change with the band lineup, brand new band. And you know how it goes with a new band. Your first gig is never great. But they really hyped us up and we're really excited. And we come and we are absolute garbage on stage. It was so bad. And I already had a reputation in that venue for as an act that people wanted to come see.
Yeah.
We were so bad. And like the sound was off and we really didn't know how to work their board because I was too stupid to bring our own in. We get done and the venue owner walks up, slides me the money and goes, not to bust your balls, but that is the most expensive band rehearsal we have ever paid for. And it was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, I just felt like shit for a week after that, but it's all good. We all made up after it. And,
have you been back and reclaimed your,
we're going to go back soon. We're going to go back.
Redeem yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah. No, I've had a wonderful conversation with the owners since.
Bring sparklers.
Yeah,
See, we got pyro.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
we're bringing it.
I'm bringing a sound guy next time.
Yeah. Well, I think we got a wiener.
We do. It was on there.
Yeah.
That's what I kept highlighting.
I think we got a wiener.
He won quite a while ago.
I'll make sure nobody guessed before him. That's been pretty much him guessing. So I'm not. You can argue with yourself. Jan has got a few chiming in, but yeah, where'd it go? I lost it. Mario,
There you go.
Joshua Ricks. I think I still got your address from the last stickers. I think so, and I think you got one of these already. I think you got one, so maybe I'll switch it up. Joshua, if you're still watching, you got that one already, right? I'm holding it upside down here. Can't tell. It's so tiny. Things, I make it this big, and then I print it out, and I'm like, holy shit, you can't see nothing.
You can't see it. What the hell?
That was part of the reason with the the project I got going on. The halftones were, they look real great on the screen, and then I went to make the film and went to make the screen, and did not go so well.
No.
So back to the drawing board on it, and unfortunately, it was a soft due date, not like yours, But I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucked if I don't. And so it's like, dude, the second one came out a little better, and I was like, okay, dude, it's got these issues I don't like about it.
Yeah.
And I can get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, I'd rather wait than good, I hope he wouldn't just like, I need him now. Just to have him, it's like, just wait and let me do it right.
Yep.
I had some changes in the process, and so just because it was a rookie mistake. The first one was a rookie mistake. The second one was oh shit, this is what's going on. I realized, okay, yeah, there was a rookie mistake, but also I changed the process and it's not working right.
Yeah.
I was like, back to the drawing board.
That happens.
Even though it's blue, I think it certainly looks like a ram skull.
That's just a base color.
Yeah, we're gonna do impressionist. I like it better than the shark already, man. I tell you that.
Even with the shark outline on there, it looks kind of cool.
Well, like the eye was the most textured part of it, so I tried to get the eye and the the nose, and then it kind of started. I still got a little proportion work to do on the old ram, but he's a little wonky.
because I got at least the blue shark almost on outside of the outline of it. So,
Thank you, Janet. Thank you. So I'll throw another sticker in then. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for
It's already been an hour.
10 minutes.
Quick.
Oh dang! I actually got to go work. Wow.
I don't know if it's any really bigger if I drove it over here now. It's not. I got this zoomed in.
And you didn't get the other camera going, did you?
Nope, I wanted to, but I didn't.
Oh well, yeah, because he'll do the last motion.
I said it all. I mean, I'll get into the making content. I mean, it seems to help, but then sometimes it doesn't seem to help, and I'm just like,
I mean,
it's a vicious cycle.
It really is. Because we'll come off this tour with so much video and photo from just like even our phones, and I'll probably get on a content creation kick, and then I'll get a couple weeks in and be like, yeah, like 4 people have looked at these videos. Yeah. I'm just gonna go back to booking shows.
Yeah. I mean, you got to find a kind of happy medium a little bit. You know, I was doing every day.
Find that 10-year-old that knows how to do
Well,
that
yeah.
stuff in their sleep and say, here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get you some ice cream or something.
Yeah. Can't give you money because child labor is illegal, but I need you to do this for me.
No, can't send the painting. Not for guessing a number anyhow.
Oh, he wants this painting?
Santia. Yep, we've already won it, but you can guess anyhow. We don't care. You should come up to the barcode tonight. Check out some Honky Tonk. What was it? The red dirt.
Rocky Mountain Red Dirt.
Rocky Mountain Red Dirt.
On
that shirt was. Like I said, I sent you. I was trying to like make the states together, and I'm like, and he's like, no. I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah. I was like, dude, just make it look cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, good. Well, it was a little sketchy because I mean, we hadn't worked together. I mean, I didn't really know you. I mean, I knew through the chat on Big Sexy Chat and stuff like that, and I mean, it's always kind of nerve wracking, when getting a new client, not knowing, and especially having a time crunch, and so it was like, but hey,
what's cool about him, he doesn't have a limit.
Yeah,
you can go almost as well. You want to do more than one shirt, but a lot of times when you order it, we got to do a minimum order, 2,000 shirts.
Well,
What?
Yeah, no, I don't want to do 2,000 shirts.
But because even with what you did with me, it worked out perfect. So.
I would definitely need some child labor.
You got a daughter. Just say you're. I'm training her to take over the business.
Yeah. Well, 50 shirts is about my limit per day, and that's 50 in like 3 days. Oh, my shit was sore, and that was the first substantial order I've done in a minute. So the muscles weren't.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
And I'm like, God, it's pretty much like riding a bike, but they're really, them screens, they're each job is different. They're like a whole different monster.
Yeah.
You got to figure them out, like a brand new woman, you got to figure out what makes her work right,
Yeah, exactly.
And so, it took a minute, and I'm like, oh my God. First one, I'm like, like everything in there. And then the second screen, I'm just like, oh, it's printing so much. Oh, I was like, oh, I mean, it was I had it set up different, so it was, but it's like, oh my God.
I said he did some shirts for my band too, and they turned out pretty cool.
Gotta have that merch in this business.
Yeah. I mean, nothing else pays, right?
Even the merch really doesn't.
And if you're a really good musician, you give it all away and don't sell a lick of it. So.
Because you're just happy people are there to watch you.
Exactly. Here, man, take a CD, a shirt, a hat, a van, anything. Just come back and see another show, please.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes too. Is that you find places where you played before. The next time you go back, a little bit bigger show, and then maybe the third or fourth time, all of a sudden you got a real audience.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We got a good start.
Mm-hmm. I just thought the blue. I wanted to do gray because it'd be easier, but blue's the next color.
Like I think it was the second painting we did on the show. We did like a impression. It's actually the one we're painting on the intro.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an impressionist
It's
werewolf.
supposed to be. Someone said this is back when we used
Rainbow
to.
werewolf,
We used to go, hey, give us names.
Mm-hmm.
That one worked out because they said rainbow werewolf, not like that one where we had Spud swinging from a rope, attacking a pirate with an octopus. I was like, what?
Whoa.
So we went ahead and tried to paint it.
I don't
It looked
remember
Looked more like a turd swinging on a rope.
We finally painted over it, but I can't remember
I don't remember
what now. I mean, that's some of the paintings got backstories, and like I said, I can't keep track of the amount of paintings and stuff that we've done.
That one there, we repainted that, and then we let a friend paint, and so now we got a purple Dracula.
Yeah.
Purple Dracula.
Thanks, Tavo.
And we just haven't had the
Looks like the one off of a Sesame Street.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he was trying to do the whole look dead look, but he completely went purple.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's kind of probably like jamming with new people,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, it's fun, but you know, you can't put a lot of, you know, it's like, it is what it is. It's entertainment value.
Because that was supposed to be the Fab Four. Someone said, do the Fab Four. So we did the Fab Four monsters.
Yeah, it's probably, and the thing with like jamming, and I'm sure it's like that, where you get people who are like so intense about it, and they're like, we might be a band one day, and it's like, nah, we're just here to make racket, and if something sounds good, cool.
Yeah. Like I said, there's been, I mean, at first I didn't really like a lot of our paintings just because we were still trying to figure out, I mean, because we're polar. Yeah. Polar, you know.
Opposites on our styles. I'm more of a lowbrow, Rat Fink. But also, Dr. Seuss meets Rat Fink. So those two had sex. That's me.
That is a horrifying thought.
Good night to that one, right? Yeah. All right. I think we're going to get off here. I know you got to get up to the barley cord. I'm right behind. Barley cord. I called, barcode.
Barcode.
Yeah, I tried to get you the barley corns first, but they don't do shows on Sunday, I don't think.
Yeah, you got to get up there because I'm sure the band has just loved having to do all the actual work.
They actually do shows on Sundays.
Well, I think if you're big enough.
Well, I don't know how that works because.
Or if you're cool enough when you.
What are you trying to say over there, Josh? We're not big enough.
I guess not for.
Yeah, not for
Bark. I mean, hey, we're lucky we got in there. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
It should be a fun show
because they might even have a show going on tonight.
Maybe that's what it was.
There's a lot of shows going on in town right now. A lot.
But ours is the one to be at.
Yes, exactly.
If anyone watching lives in Wichita, barcode.
Yes. Head there now.
We'll just continue doing our live painting there.
No.
He doesn't like doing them at the bars like I do.
I don't like to. It's a lot of work.
It is.
A lot of work.
Well, you saw my back seat. There was a bunch of art supplies right there.
Yeah.
Dead body, a few dead bodies.
That's back in the cupboard part.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Joshua Ricks, I'll get these stickers out to you. And like I said, head to Barcode. Next week we got
I got some fairy business.
Yeah, you won't be here. So I'll maybe hit Andres up. And then we got David Massey coming in to talk Sunset Fest 2 or 3, I think.
Yes, 3.
We got that coming up June 3rd. So, have a good weekend.